Hello. Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome. Welcome. Let me know if you can hear me well. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Thank you for joining me today. How is everyone doing? I hope all is well. My name is Monique. I'm a life coach, author, speaker, and I teach women how to take responsibility for their happiness, success, and freedom. And today I have a topic for you that I really need to talk to you about because this topic is something that I feel that we need to hear. We need to hear this topic, right? Yeah, come on in. Come on in. I hope the people mowing the lawn do not distract us. Come on in. Come on in. Let me know you're here. Let me know you're here. I'm trying to keep my little flyaway locks. They're budding. So I'm trying to keep them down. Hello, Yvonne. How are you? Let me know if you can hear me well. I just want to come educate you all for a little bit and to encourage you all. Like educate and encourage you all, motivate you to start your YouTube channel, right? You need to start that channel. And I'm here to encourage you all to do that. So come on in. Let me know how you're doing. Let me know how you're doing today. I came to bring you this message to encourage you. And I'm just giving a few people time to come in. Give you all a few minutes to come in. Then I'll get started on my message. And I won't be here long, right? I won't be here long. Just here to encourage you all and to give you some information to get you started on your way. So let me know how you're doing. I see a few of you all popping in. And you can always go back and see the replay. Oh, that's your thank you, Sleepster Woody. Thank you so much for being a subscriber. Thank you for being here. I appreciate the support. I appreciate the support. But let me get into this topic. Listen, start their YouTube channel. This is confirmation, affirmation for someone. The reason you need to start your YouTube channel because you have experience, right? You have something to say and we want to hear it. We want to hear what you have to say. And most of you who this message is for, you have been procrastinating. You feel like you don't have anything to say. You are allowing fear to hinder you. And I'm here to let you know to stop allowing to let you know to stop allowing fear to hinder you from starting that channel. You're not going to be perfect. I must encourage you to go back and look at when I started my YouTube channel. I wasn't perfect. I didn't know what I was doing. I just knew that I felt like there was an unction for God, that God was calling me to start this channel. And look at us, we're almost 20,000 subscribers later, right? So the reason you need to start your channel is because starting your YouTube channel on, fortunately and unfortunately, we're in a time of technology and technology is moving so rapidly and things are changing. And computers and technology is the way of the world now. And a lot of you all are a little bit afraid of starting your channel because you don't want to put yourself out there. And I can understand that. And I was the same way when I started, right? Before I started. That's why it took me a year to actually get on and to do something because I started my channel in 2021, but I felt like God was just pushing me, get out there, start your channel, start talking about what I tell you to talk about. And I held back and I was afraid. I was afraid. And until I finally felt the pressure and the uneasiness of just being disobedient. Because some of you all, you just feel like you have to be perfect and you have to come on here looking perfect all the time. And that's not true because you're human. You can't compare yourself to someone else's channel and what they're doing. You have to focus on what you're being led to do in your spirit, right? And people are always attaching the financial part to starting a YouTube channel, and it's not all about that. It's about you getting your message out. It's about you, you are helping someone. You are helping others overcome something that you have experienced. I know someone messaged me earlier on the community page when I put on there to start that YouTube channel, and it was like, what should I talk about? The thing that you talk about is what's natural to you. You talk about what's natural to you, things you have experienced. You don't go and try to talk and mimic anyone else. You just look at your life experience, what you had to overcome growing up or what you have experienced. That's what you talk about. So it can be natural to you. You don't want to talk about something that is not natural, right? You want to talk about those. Yes, you can talk about that too. Yvonne, yes, if you've experienced domestic violence and you had to overcome, now I would say use wisdom in talking about that. Make sure you're not, speaking people's names and different things like that, but use wisdom because I talk about things I have experienced. I talk about things I've experienced on my job, and families, things, that I've experienced and I had to overcome. These things are natural to me. That's why a lot of you all can relate because I'm talking about what comes natural to me, what I've experienced, what I had to overcome, the things that I had to deal with. This is why you need to start your channel because someone out there want they want to hear what you have to say. They want the wisdom that you have. A lot of people don't have the information that you have. You can really help someone overcome something. You would think that people know a lot of things. People don't know. There are a lot of people who don't know a lot of things. They don't have the wisdom that you have because they haven't experienced it. They haven't experienced it, and people need to hear what it is that you overcame, how to get over certain things, how to deal with certain things, and how to deal with people. I talk a lot about dealing with people, and I talk a lot about, healing because that's something I had to experience, and those are things I had to overcome. I had to overcome a lot of you know, the um the pain and the abuse and the people pleasing and the always being concerned of what people are going to think about me or what they're thinking about me. These are things I had to overcome. And I overcame them by doing the work on myself. And I talk a lot about healing on this channel, which means that we take responsibility for our own happiness, success, and freedom. This is the foundation of this channel, taking responsibility for our success, right? Our freedom and our happiness. And you can't do that if you're not focusing on dealing with yourself and your issues. And look, I'm what? Almost 20,000 subscribers in later because people can relate. And another thing, you come and you be your authentic self. Yes, you get up, you dress up, and you try to be presentable, but sometimes you have to come as you are. You come as you are. You can't allow fear to stop you. Some of you all want to start a YouTube channel. Some of you all want to, you know, um, some of you all want to grow your channel, but you're just afraid of putting yourself out there because you are afraid of what people are going to say and how they're going to view you. Let me tell you some of the positive traits about starting your channel. Let me tell you some of those. One of the things that will benefit you when you start your channel and be consistent is you will grow. Your channel will help you grow. You will grow to a level when you're consistent that you didn't think you would grow to. Go back and look at some of my I didn't have everything together. I still don't have everything together. But guess what? Guess what? I'm consistent. I'm consistent. Sometimes I don't want to come and shoot videos or do videos. I don't want to come, but I do. And the only thing I had is my camera, phone camera. Right now I'm on my laptop, but I didn't have this laptop before. The only thing I had was my phone camera, and I used what I had. And that's another thing. You have to use what you have. Don't go and try to do everything everybody else is doing. Only thing, if you got an iPhone, that's all you need. If you got an Android, that's all you need. That's all you need. You don't have to try to get all the fancy trinkets and cameras and S25 and PS3 2, whatever the names of cameras are. No, you don't have to do all that. Do focus on starting out getting the messages out first. And you can improve along the way. You can improve along the way, right? It's growth. That's where you will see growth. You will go back and look at, I go back often and look at where I started from. I started at those 200 subscribers that I asked to, follow me from my Facebook page. And they were all like family friends, people who I knew. And I really didn't do anything with that. It wasn't until I start doing my messages, creating my messages and looking within, say, you know what can I talk about? And I could say, you know what, I could talk about healing. I had to go through a journey of healing. I had to go through my own journey of healing and figuring out who I was, overcoming, you know, pain and overcoming hurdles. That's what I started talking about. Dealing with people, overcoming people, and how to set boundaries. That's what I talk about. That's the gist of my message. And different examples, different ways. I tell you all the same message. That's where I started. Dealing with people on these jobs, just how to deal and manage people. And what I always tell you all, when you're managing people, the first person you got to manage is yourself. This is my message, right? You will get growth. You will grow when you start your channel. Not only will you grow, you will learn new skills. I learned how to edit videos. I learned how to edit. Um, I learned how to use Canva. I'm dropping some nuggets here now. I learned how to use Canva and all these things I was self-taught. I taught myself. I went to YouTube and found other people who were using Canva and, you know, editing systems. And that's what I did. And it's not going to happen overnight. You got to play around with this stuff. You got to finagle around with it until you get it to your liking. What I didn't do when I started my YouTube channel, I didn't compare myself to no one else. I didn't go on anyone else's channel to see what they were doing. I didn't do that because that will stop you. That will keep you stuck. When God started giving me these messages and downloads, I started just speaking from my heart. I started speaking from my heart and I started being authentically me. When you come on this platform, be who you are. You don't have to be anybody else. That's why I come here and I be who I am. And y'all like that. Y'all like that I'm being myself. I be my funny self. Sometimes I say things out of my mouth that I shouldn't be saying, but I apologize and I try to say it in a way where it's not offensive. But sometimes you're going to offend people. That's just part of it, right? That's part of it. And I learned how to come on here and be authentic, be my authentic self and come and be Monique. I don't know how to be anyone else. I know how to be me better than I know how to be anyone else. I wanted to come on here, put on my professional hat, but I say, am I going to be comfortable wearing that corporate hat? Because I worked in corporate America for 22 years. Like, this is Monique and changing my voice and cadence and all that instead of just being me. I say, no, I'm comfortable being me. So I don't want to come on here with that professional hat. I know how to be professional and I do try to come be professional, but I just want it to be more authentic, more of myself. So when I show up, I could create content without thinking about, okay, let me put on my church voice, my professional voice. No, be yourself. You will learn how to adapt and adjust on these internet streets. Just be yourself. Be who you are. That's the thing I loved about when I started. I didn't go and compare myself. I didn't look at people's, numbers and their channels and how they were doing things. No, I was like, Lord, help me to do it to how where I could, where it makes sense to me. That's what it is, where it makes sense. because I could tell you to do step by step, but if it don't make sense to you, you're not going to do it how I'm doing it. I only can give you tips and advice on how I did it, but you still have to take it and adjust it to where it fits you. Because everybody brain do not operate the same. Like sometimes I got to see people do things for me to get it. I can't sit and watch people tell me. If I see a person do it, I'm like a hands on. If I see you do it, I can mimic that. If I don't see you do it, if I listen to you, I have to go play around with it myself where it makes sense to me. So that's what I learned, the new skills. I learned how to edit. I learned how to use all these different apps and softwares. I learned about what it is, CapCut and Canva. Um, I learned how to use the editing software that YouTube has. What is it called? Not YouTube. Yeah, and YouTube. Yes, YouTube. You can edit in YouTube and the editing software on the phone, the iPhone. I forgot the name of it. I learned how to use that, but I like CapCut better. Or I just edit the videos on YouTube, the YouTube editing software, if I want to make a short or something. But I don't think too much in trying to make the videos perfect. I hardly ever edit my videos because I feel like people need to see the authenticity. Like the other day when the man walked up on me and I said I thought I had to take out a little tase on him, because he just walked up. There was a garbage can, but he walked up my way. But I didn't edit that out because that was real life. Listen, that was real life. Sometimes people need to see the authenticity. Now I say be wise. Like if it's something that my spirit tells me, okay, you know what, take that out. You shouldn't have said that. I'll go edit some things out. But for the most part, I don't edit. I don't edit a lot of the things out unless it's something like it was one video I did. I didn't post the video. It was a couple months back because it was something I said in there. My spirit was like, you know what? You don't want to say that out in the open. You don't want to say that out in public. Right? So I just listen. Another thing, you have to listen to your spirit. Your spirit to tell you, be in tune with your spirit, right? Be in tune with your spirit. I learned all these new skills by starting my YouTube channel. I learned how to be disciplined. You got to be disciplined. YouTube will teach you to be disciplined. People make it seem like it's easy just to start a channel, just get on there and talk. No, it's a lot of stuff you have to do. You got to learn how to edit. You got to learn how to be disciplined. You got to learn how to be consistent. You got to learn how to be consistent. You're not going to always put out top-notch quality videos. You have to start, you have to get to that point. The person who encouraged me the most, and I still follow her to this day, I even hired her as my personal, coach. Hopefully we can get together later, is Latoya Kill. To see that girl's growth, where she came from, and to see her now is just encouraging. Just encouraging. When she first came out, she used what she had. And I love to see people who started from nothing and just to see how she grew over time. That is so encouraging to me. And I can respect the person more when they started out with what they had. I love her content. I'm part of her academy. I've subscribed to plenty of her master classes, and I'm going to be in the Scarcity Masterclass 2.0 because that first one helped me just to see her growth and her struggle. When you have your YouTube channel, people want to see, people want to hear, and she's authentic with her messages. How she struggled with food stamps, how she struggled on these jobs, how she didn't have any heat. People want to hear that and see where you came from. People respect folks more when they talk about their struggle. And that's what I try to do. I try to be authentic as possible. Now I use wisdom. Now you can't talk about everything on these internet streets, but I use wisdom. But people do want to hear your story. Some of you all are drawn to me because a lot of you say, I can relate to you. What you're saying, I can relate. It resonates with me because you're not the only one that's going through it. I'm just the person bold enough to share my story, and you get to, agree with me. You get to agree on my authentic level. That's all. You get to agree. And I just love her transparency. It's all about transparency. And like she said, I haven't told you all to have. Hey, Lady Shorty, thank you for being a new subscriber. I haven't told you all to have because I'm led with discretion on what to say, right? You don't want to get on here and spill out your guts on social media because you got to remember there are good and there's bad too. And I'll talk about the negative later. But you learn a new skill set. I talked about growth, learn a new skill set. You meet new people. When you start your channel, you meet new people. Now I got a tribe. And some of you all I have met. Some of you all part of the Fat Great Chosen Ones membership. We've met on Zoom and we're like family. I got to meet you all. I never would have met you all, known who you all were if I wouldn't have started this channel. If I didn't follow what I knew God told me to do, that would start this channel. Now I got a little tribe, and you all have someone that you can talk to because I'm always offering. Email me. I always say that email me if you have questions. I'm here. I may not know the answer, but I'm here to, you know, if you need me. Hey, Nikiana, you meet new people. And I'm sure some of these people I will meet in person. I will meet in person. I already know it. That's the benefit of starting a channel and sharing your story. We want to hear the message. We want to hear what you have overcome. I know I do. I listen to people's stories all the time. I'm subscribed to quite a few people on YouTube. And people are always talking about the income. The income is not priority. The income will come. Oh, it's a benefit and it's a blessing, but you worry about the message first. You worry about the message. Then the income will come because you can make an income on YouTube, but it's not the end all be all. People think so many people are making all this money, and you have quite a few people out there making money, but it's not about the money. For me, it's the growth. I see how I've grown from when I started. The confidence I have coming on camera, like coming on, listen, I'm gonna come on here and I'm gonna come on here my authentic self. The growth, the new skill sets. I've learned so much behind the scenes because I'm always watching other people's videos. Exactly, Lady Short. That's what it's about. And obedience. When you're obedient to God, because a lot of you all, he's calling you to start these YouTube channels, but you're so fearful because you're prideful and you think this is about you. And the reason I can say that because I was like that. I thought it was about me, like how I looked and how I'm gonna present myself. No, he said start with what you have. And that's what I did. I had an Android, and at the time that Android was broken. It was broken, and I did what I needed to do. It used to get hot on me, but I did it. I said, you know what? Because I couldn't rest. I said, you know what? Let me start. Let me start this channel. And now I understand why I was being opposed to not starting this channel. Because all the people that emailed me and said that you've helped me, your message helped me, you've helped me overcome, I get you, you get me, or whatever. I've received messages, and I don't sit and glory in that because of me, because I know it was God. Because I was afraid to start. I'm like, oh, I don't want nobody. I don't want my coworkers. I don't want my family. And see, the Holy Spirit checked me. Say, see, that's what's wrong with you. You making this about you. And I had to forget all that. I had to forget all that what I was worried about. Family, people coming, old coworkers. We don't want people because see, the messages that God had me to release. Oh, it talked about everything. That's why I think he separated me from people because he didn't want me feeling like when I released the message, I'm talking about a certain person. I'm not talking. I don't be talking about certain people. I just be talking about what I've experienced and what I've overcome. Now that I'm separated, people can't feel like I'm just talking about them. Sometimes I do share stories about people and what I've experienced. I just don't call any names. That's just part of it. But I feel released to share the message. And it's not to make them look bad. It's just to make the point that I'm making, right? It's just to make the point that I'm trying to make. Yes, we can't I couldn't make it about me. And just imagine if I would have sat there and made this about me. I wouldn't be here. I wouldn't have all of these subscribers that I'm helping. I wouldn't have all these subscribers that I'm helping because I was so concerned. All the messages are going to be shared out and people are going to see this and that. I was concerned. I was concerned people could take my videos and make it seem like I said something. No, God say you can't worry about that. That's part of it. It's just like he said, it's just like a person talking about you in the natural. He told me all them lies you went, that people told on you, all that betrayal that prepared you for this online stuff. And I get it now. That last betrayal in 2020 prepared me for this. Ain't nothing can hurt me worse than what I went through in 2020. So I was prepared for this. Whatever happens, I'm prepared. I know how to not let it get to me, penetrate my spirit, make me lose sleep. I'm okay, right? And there is a negative side to starting your YouTube channel, but I didn't want to focus on that, right? You will have people watching you unknowingly. People will come and watch you. They don't subscribe to your page. You don't know who's on the other side. You don't know what stranger or, weirdo on the other side, right? But you can't worry about that. You just have to pray, ask God to guide you, you know, guide you and protect you from any enemies, knowing and unknowing. You still have to pray over your channel. You got to pray, right? There are people who will start hating you and you don't even know them. They'll be jealous of you and hate you because of something you said that touched something in them that is not healed. Because see, people, when you say stuff, what I learned about these internet streets, when you say things, you don't got to know people. But if you say something that convicts their spirit, they will get mad at you, in which they should be mad at themselves. Because on this channel, we talk about taking responsibility for your happiness, success, and freedom. And you do that by healing yourself. No one in these internet streets should be making me feel some type of way about myself if I know who I am. Because these internet streets, they can be vicious. We all know that. Because people, they thrive off other people. They thrive off other people's downfalls, mistakes, their mishaps, and that's just how it is. But you have to be equipped as a chosen one, as a person who is strong in God to know, hey, that's part of it. That's part of it. You got to be willing to go through that in order to be obedient. I said to myself, I'm not going to let nothing stop me. If God told me to do it, I'm going to do it. Because I spent so many years allowing fear to stop me, allowing people and what they're going to think. That's another reason I did it. Because I say, I don't like to be choked by fear. I don't like to be choked by fear. People gonna either accept me for who I am, online and offline. And that's what I said. This is me. This is who I am. You're gonna have to accept me the way I am and what I talk about. And another thing, the trolls are going to be there. The trolls are the trolls. Trolls are who they are. Trolls are people who don't have any time, or they don't have no, not they don't have any time. They have too much time because they're not productive and they want to control your page and incite. See, over here, God gave me a block and delete ministry. And that block and delete ministry means if I feel like a person is trying to incite an argument, because I let people speak their truth. I don't have a problem with people disagreeing with me. I don't have a problem with people you know, having a difference in opinion. As long as it's respectful and you're not trying to come over here and start a riot or, spewing negativity, because I would delete. There's so many people, I'm gonna say so many people, quite a few are on mute or I've deleted. And they sit and waste their energy. And guess what? I sleep good at night. I sleep good at night. Sometimes I respond. You'll see me respond to folks every now and then. It depends. Just to let them know your problem is your problem. That don't have anything to do with what I'm saying. Because if you let a person you don't know on the internet penetrate your spirit and make you upset, you got some healing to do. You need to be going to get the responsibility guide. You need to go get the self-reflection guide from this page that is free to help you deal with that. That's what people don't understand. People don't understand. And I've learned it's a powerful thing to know that I could still like a person and not agree with them. When you get to that point, you're on your way up. I mean, all the way up. When you can agree with when you can disagree with the person and still like them, you finna go to another level. Spiritually, naturally, in the physical, you gonna go to another level. Because the average person cannot disagree with somebody and not like them. People feel like if you disagree on something, that means you don't like them. No, that just means we don't disagree. I don't like fried chicken. You like baked chicken. So we're gonna get mad because you like fried chicken. I mean, I don't like fried chicken. No. You see what I'm saying? Like, I don't have to hate you because you don't eat fried chicken or because you don't like baked chicken. I know how to relate to people. And I know how to unrelate to the ones that don't know how to relate. And that's okay. I had to learn. When I tell you this is something I had to learn, I had to be okay with being able to disengage from people who don't know how to engage respectfully. It's okay. You got to learn how to release people to deal with themselves. Because when people don't know how to conversate and engage and respect you, that's not a person you want to be around. And see, I used to try to make folks be around and get them to see. I don't do that anymore. It's either you got it or not. It's either you gonna get it or not. I don't try to make you see things no other way than how you see it, because that's wasting my time and energy. Unless I'm coaching you. Look, unless I'm coaching you, I don't waste my time trying to get people to see things from my perspective, because they have their own perspective and view. We got to learn to respect other people's views and perspectives, because everybody's not the same. But start that YouTube channel. You will learn so much. You will grow so much. Um, you will grow a lot. I grew a lot. I'm learning a lot. I have learned a lot. The income will come. The income will come. I make a little income from YouTube. It's a blessing. But that wasn't my focus. That wasn't my focus. And I think I'm going to do a YouTube class to go more in depth with how to grow your channel. I think I'm gonna have a small little a master class, not that many people. So I can go more into details on how I actually grew my channel. But those are some of the main things. I just came on here I was authentic. Authenticity is what going to grow your channel when you're authentic. Some people do make um grow their channel off being spewing out negativity and just being negative and putting other people down. That's who they are. That's who they are. And there's nothing you can do about that. You don't have to follow those people. You don't have to follow those people. Mm-mm. Yep, you don't have to follow those people. So that's what I want to come share with y'all. There are positives and negatives in starting your YouTube channel. The growth is what will always um the growth, the consistency and discipline and the skills, those four things, those will really keep me going with my channel. I see the growth and I'm learning how to be consistent. It's teaching me discipline. Teaching me discipline. And all the skills that I've learned, I can't believe how much I've grown and what I've learned, and it's a benefit. And we're in the times of technology, right? We're in the times of technology. But don't stress yourself out. Just be consistent and focus on what it is that you're doing, because it is tempting. Oh, it is tempting to go and look at what other people are doing, how they are doing it. And it's easy to go look at people who got bigger channel. I mean, it's easy to go look at people with bigger channels and you trying to mimic what they're doing. No, don't mimic what they're doing. You do what's comfortable for you. When you do what's comfortable for you, it's easy for you to navigate. You won't get frustrated. Frustration comes when you're trying to do something that's working for someone else, but that's not how you learn. That's not how you grow. So you're trying to do what they're doing. It's okay to learn from other people, but take what they're teaching you and do it the way that's comfortable for you. Whatever it is that you do, that you enjoy doing, start a channel doing that. Whether it's gardening, sewing, cooking, cleaning. You can start a channel doing anything. It's a lot of work, but once you start, you will find ways to make it easier. You'll find ways to make it easier. It won't be nothing for you to put up a video, start a 10-minute video, cut it in half. It once you start, you're going to learn new skills. I remember when I first started, y'all know I'm long-winded by now. I talk a lot. And I said, I'll be here with them. I won't be here for you long and be here an hour and a half in. Well, I don't an hour and a half in and I'm still chatting. But I remember when I first started and I used to talk long and be long-winded. And I'm like, I need to kind of cut down on some of my videos. And I got the idea when I do these long videos, I can turn these into shorts because I wasn't going live at the time. I hadn't did a live. But what I used to do is record my videos on my phone and then upload them like that. So when you record a video and then you can edit it and then you can create shorts. So what I started doing, taking my longer videos and breaking them down into 1 to 2 minute, shorts. I think they had 1 minute before they added the longer version. I think it was 1 minute shorts. And I would break those videos down and take little snippets of the messages. And that's how I have so many shorts on my page. And that's what really grew to my channel, creating those shorts. That's a tip for you all. When you create those shorts and you create good snippets, that'll help grow your channel. That's what I think grew my channel. Other than me being obedient to what God told me to do, I think those shorts helped me to grow my channel. And I started posting them often, often, often. And it helped because I would create these long videos and I was able to break those videos down and create a lot of shorts. And those shorts just start taking off, going viral. So I hope this helped you all. Just start your YouTube channel. Do something where you're comfortable, where you can come talk, just like me. Like I just came to talk to you. Start something that you can talk comfortably about. Whatever it is. I don't care if you're in healthcare, um, you vitamin, anything that's comfortable to you. Make your channel talking about that. Make your channel talking about that. That's why so many people, you go in there, so many people got channels on their lock journeys, their makeup, their weight loss journeys. People just need encouragement. And the people who are for you, let me tell you something. This is another thing. Once you start your channel, you're not going to have to beg anyone because the people who are for you, they are going to subscribe to your channel. Just like we subscribe to people's channels that we like, you just have to get started. Give them something to like, and then your channel will grow. Start talking about what it is you love or what it is that you've overcome, what it is that you're familiar with. and then your channel will grow. Don't be afraid. The encouragement is to be your authentic self and that you do have something to say. You have wisdom. You have wisdom. If you're on this earth, I don't care how old you are, 20, 30, 10, you got some type of wisdom or some type of knowledge that could help someone else. You do. You do. You don't think, see, you have to stop thinking that no one else is going to listen to you. You don't know that if you don't put what you have out. Stop assuming you know how people think. That's faulty thinking. That's an assumption. You don't know how people are thinking. You don't know what they will like. You don't know what they want to hear. That's just your fear talking to you. Get out there and start that channel. Start that YouTube channel. And coming within the next month, I will have a masterclass that will help you grow your YouTube channel. It will help you grow your YouTube channel. So get on out there, start, and start with where you are. Don't worry about, I got to have my makeup done every time. I don't have any makeup. Only thing I have on lip gloss. I got on lip gloss today. Y'all gonna see these blemishes today. You're gonna see these blemishes today. You don't have to always have on makeup. You're thinking too much into what it is. We need to see the natural you sometimes. You don't need to be always made up looking like a Barbie. People still want folks that are authentic and naturally themselves. That's why I say you can't look at nobody else's channel. Don't worry about nobody else's channel. Look, I need a retwist. I need my locks need to be retwist. You think that stopped me from doing this video? No. This little flyaway that they sticking out on the side, and this real life. That's not going to stop me from doing this video. Because somebody needs to hear this. Be like Sarah Jakes pulling that wig off. look how viral that went. She pulled that wig off. Come as you are. People can relate to her because she was vulnerable in that moment. People want real. We don't want this robotic chat GPT type behavior. Lord, did I say chat GPT? Yes, chat GPT, this robotic AI. Everybody don't want all that all the time because they're taking over and folks want some real folks. No AI Barbies. We want some real folks who got an imperfect hairline. So be real on YouTube. We want people got imperfect hairline, who got bags. We need real folks, okay? We don't want this made up, perfected Barbie and Ken. No, we need the real people. Need folks with sideburns that are uneven. We need no folks with these perfect sideburns and perfect eyebrows, perfect lip filters. No. That's why you need to start that channel. Yes, you're gonna have people coming on here trying to say things how you look. Okay, we need them double chins, LaDonna. Double chins, hairy chin. Look, my mustache. I didn't take this mustache. What did I wax it? It's right on here. Y'all gonna get this mustache today. Listen, y'all get a little peach for who? I don't have time for that. Because it's real life. It is real life. Listen, folks need people that can relate, who can really help them. I'm like that fun auntie. I'm gonna tell you the truth. We're gonna have fun, but I'm gonna tell you the truth too. I'm gonna tell you when you're out of pocket. I'm gonna be like, no, you're wrong. I'm that type of person. Whether you want to hear it or not, I'm gonna tell the truth. We can have fun. You know, I like going places, doing things, but when it's time for business, I'm that person gonna tell you, no, you out of pocket. You were wrong for that. You need to apologize. I'm that type of person. So you got to be real. You got to bring it real. Start that channel. I want to hear it. And thousands of others want to hear it too. We want to hear your story. We want to hear what you've overcome. We want to hear how you created something. We want to see them recipes. I know I do. I want to see them recipes. I'm trying to get on my health journey. I want to see how you make them smoothies. Yes. Start that channel. So you all be blessed. Thank you all for stopping by with me today, listening in. I hope this inspired you to get up and start that channel. Start it. Don't worry about being perfect. You're not perfect. Start. I'm not perfect. Start that YouTube channel. You won't regret it.